Well, I didn't have any intention of winning the 8-week challenge in the first place, so... Hey there folks, my name is Silver, or you can call me Chris in this sort of vlog-style format. Welcome back to the 8-week challenge diary video. Week 3 has been a time, everybody. It has been a time. I may have partaken in a little bit of the alcohol, so it's not my fault that freaking everyone has a birthday in September, apparently. No less than 2 of my friends have required me to come party on the weekends, and, well, here we are. Last night, in particular, things got a little bit crazy, but we will get to that eventually. Anyways, folks, I can't help but notice how it's week 3. I don't have biceps the size of tree trunks. I don't have a six-pack. My body does not look like some sort of Herculean god. I demand a refund. Of course, I'm totally kidding. In all honesty, though, guys, I'm not seeing many physical changes with my own body quite just yet. A good buddy of mine who did the 8-week challenge before me said that other people will see the changes before I start to see them myself. So that's how it is. I suppose we're only in week 3. We still have quite a bit to go, but yes. Maybe I have a little bit more energy. I mean, my sleeping pattern is absolutely terrible. I more often than not stay up till midnight most of the time, so playing video games as one does. I'm a YouTuber after all. And, you know, so having stayed up that late, I normally sleep in, so I normally wake up around about 9 or 10 when I have a day off. So yeah, my sleep schedule is always pretty bad, but, yeah, I weighed myself the other day, also. I am 80 kilos now, I think. So when I started the challenge, I feel like I was 82-ish. So maybe I've lost 2 kilos. So that's pretty good. Other general things, stuff is going well. I'm more or less staying on track. We don't count weekends, right? Yeah, weekends. So yeah, I do need to get a bit more creative with my meals, lunch and dinner specifically. Lunchtime has been I've always got these little turkey steaks, right? And I just put like Moroccan spice or paprika on them, and I'm getting so tired of turkey and sweet potato for lunch every day. Oh my god, dude. Anyways, folks, with all that said, I'm going to get into some of the more eclectic things that I had to eat this week. I, of course, have my diary over here. So, without further ado, folks, let's get into Saturday the 19th. So then, Saturday was not a very good day. This was one of my a few cheat meals here and there. I had worked the previous night, very late night, doing night shift, so I was not awake to have breakfast. I woke up at about 11, and at 11:40 I had my first snack. Now, I was doing things wrong at the start of the week. I was reading the list wrong. The first snack, you have a protein bar or a banana. I thought it meant both. So I had both a banana and a protein bar for my first snack. But I skipped breakfast, so maybe it balances out. Anyways, from there, I had pasta, pretty standard. And then that evening, a good buddy of mine who I stream with, you can check me out on Twitch, by the way, my guys. This is the setup. I have the purple light behind me. I have a very ghetto sort of LED strip on the wall, so that, you know, that's a bit of fun. Oh yes, let's get a bit of blue up in here. Okay, so yes, that evening was pretty fun. We went to Holy Moly down in Northbridge. I abstained from getting a massive burger, and I got sweet potato fries for my sort of second snack. So, you know, sweet potato fries. You will see now a picture of the first cocktail I had. I had an espresso martini, and it was really good. Those are very popular at Crown, and I wanted to see what they were like for myself. Very nice, very nice. Yes, so sweet potato fries, and that. And then you will see now the menu of the next cocktail I got. It was called the Goose Juice. Or Duck Duck Juice. Yes, Duck Duck Juice, that's what it was called. And it came in this little bathtub thing, and it was a time. It was a very interesting sort of thing. Very sweet, sort of very fruity, like a pina colada. I do not regret my decisions. Those were 2 very good cocktails that I quite enjoyed. And for dinner, I had sushi, which was the most healthy thing I could think of to get down in the city. I had a soft shell crab roll and a dragon roll as well. It was very nice. So yes, bit of a cheat day, some alcohol and some sushi. What are you gonna do about it? Moving on from there, Sunday the 20th is pretty standard. I have a protein bar for my snack and cashews. Exactly 15 cashews for my snack. I like how it points out on the little thing. It's like, oh, exactly 15 cashews. Better not be eating that 16th cashew. No, 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 no. Moving on from there, Monday is also pretty standard. Once again, I made the mistake of having a protein bar and a banana. You hate to see it. I actually went down to the Swan Valley with a friend of mine that afternoon, so that was a good time. We had some coffee. Coffee is not on the list. I have actually bought her some clean coffee now. Clean coffee is something that's on our diet. It supposedly has, I don't know, less sugar or something. We had it this morning, actually, and it was alright. I mean, it tastes like coffee, but, you know, it's supposedly healthy coffee, but whatever. We went to a little place down there and had some coffee. So, yes, coffee and full cream milk. Oh no. And for lunch, I realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong. Zambreros. Zambreros, the burrito place. Now, everything on the Zambreros menu is on our thing. So we had a chicken, black rice, protein sort of burrito. I believe it was called the IQ burrito. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to do lunch because more or less everything is on there. I suppose it would come down to the quantity of what you're eating. They use those little scoops, so I'm not sure if that's 100 grams exactly of chicken or whatever, but you know, I would say Zambreros is a pretty good way to go. Going from there, we have Tuesday. I'm having a lot of, I had a lot of avocado and toast for breakfast this week. I was trying to get through the most of a loaf because the last time I bought a loaf of bread, most of it had to be thrown away because I wasn't having it every day. So yes, getting through an entire loaf of multigrain bread was my task this week, and I think I did it quite well. I had avo toast for breakfast pretty much every day, and yogurt, of course. Yogurt, strawberries and blueberries, yeah, so that's been pretty good. Then we have pretty standard pasta, that sort of thing. Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, the 24th. Wednesday, I had a cheat meal. You will see now on screen the piece of cake that I had for my first snack. Not on the menu. So that was Malva, I believe it's called. It's some sort of French or French-African cake recipe. I'm not really sure. It's kind of like caramel, kind of sugar sort of thing. It's kind of a bit like a sponge cake coated in like kind of sauce and a little bit of ice cream. We had some friends over that evening, or afternoon rather, so I thought I would go be social and chat with them and have a little piece of cake. So I'm sorry. And then you will see on screen the other thing that we are quite fond of. My parents have been getting into the habit of doing healthy things every now and then too. We have a look at the menus, the recipes rather, menus. We have a look at the recipes that the gym folks sent to us, and the beef stir fry has gone down well. It's made with soy sauce and mirin or something. Pretty good, pretty good. I can recommend that one. I will maybe have a photo of the recipe here. We'll see how we go. Maybe I won't be bothered. I don't know. Ha 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 ha. Thursday is pretty standard. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Friday, I was going to another friend's place. Another party thing. Normally, we would have been doing Dungeons and Dragons. Excuse me, burp. If you don't know what Dungeons and Dragons is, it's a... Oh my god, burp. Excuse me. Dungeons & Dragons is a mega nerdy game where you use your imaginations to sort of play a story, and I won't go into too many details. We were going to do Dungeons & Dragons on Friday, but one of our teammates was sick, so we could not do it. So instead, we just had a sort of get-together. I got some weird crab prawn cracker things from the Asian store. There's a little shop near us that is all eclectic things from Asia, and I do like going there for Pocky. And those little panda biscuits, they're good. And every now and then I have a look around for some weird cracker or something. So yeah, I had a few of those. They were pretty good. Very seafoody, very spicy. I'm pretty sure I took a photo of them. Anyways, those were pretty nice. That was my snack, I suppose you could say. And we also had some guacamole, some avocado, and tortilla chips. So a bit of the heavy snack there. However, my friend also, she was very nice in accommodating us in our silly diet. She made this lovely chicken salad with big bits of chicken and tons of lettuce and tomato, and it was very nice indeed. So that was a good way to round out the week. I am, of course, however, recording this a little late. I was out pretty much all of Saturday, so here we are on Sunday, and I can tell you what happened on Saturday as well. So next week we will start from Sunday today, yes. So anyways, guys, here we go. The party that you saw at the start of the video. So this was my good buddy from high school. We've known each other for years and years and years, and it was her birthday. So she was committed to having a sort of cheat day, and I suppose I had to as well. She was the one who got me into this ridiculous 8-week challenge, so screw you, but whatever. It was fun. We had a very good evening. We went out for that afternoon. I drove us down to the Swan Valley once again, and we played golf. It was called Super Golf. 10 out of 10, can recommend, really fun. And from there, we went to the Duckstein Brewery. We went there for lunch. It was very good. One of my favorite places down there in the Swan Valley. It is a German place, and they do German beers and sausages and sauerkraut, and it's very good. Yes, so I had a normal breakfast and snack, but then I had a huge freaking chicken schnitzel that you will see now. That is definitely not 100 grams of chicken. You hate to see it happen. Also, there were chips, but they're vegetables. I didn't have any beer while we were at the Duckstein because I was driving, and I am a good boy. And also, alcohol seemingly... I've always been a bit of a lightweight. I can't handle my alcohol very well, and obviously I haven't been having any at all lately. So, well, I mean, aside from last weekend, all these freaking parties, dude. But yes, so from about 4 o'clock onwards, there was so much alcohol. We went clubbing. It was a time. I am not the kind of person that goes clubbing, as you might imagine. I don't get jiggy with it. I don't know. I prefer a pub or just a regular bar. But it was actually really fun. We went to the Court, and then the evening took us where it took us. We ended up in the Paramount. We tried getting into a third club, and then we ended up coming home at about 1 o'clock. There was quite a lot of alcohol. We had several shots. I had some Fireball apple juice. I had a pint of cider. I can remember most of the things that we had, so that's a good sign. Yeah, so it was a time. It was a time. So plenty of alcohol. However, I am not too worried about it. I have booked 4 gym sessions this week, and I may try and get another one. So I'm going to work all this off, and I'm going to get back on track with you guys. So don't worry about a thing. For dinner, technically at the end of the night, it was midnight, and what did we do? We went to the classic kebab shop. Yes, the classic kebab shop. So I got a lamb kebab with, I believe it was cheese and lettuce and tomato. And that was a good way to sober up a bit for the taxi ride home. So yes, that was a bit of, wasn't exactly a full cheat day, just a couple of cheat meals, but still pretty bad just in general. So, anyways guys, I am going to get back on track and abstain from alcohol almost entirely. Would you believe that another friend of mine has a party coming up soon, either next weekend or the weekend after, so I'm really going to try and not have any alcohol and not have any more cheat things. I would like to stay a bit more on track, so yes. I say that now, but honestly, I'm not much of a alcohol drinker myself, only for like social gatherings and stuff. If it weren't for all these parties, I could quite easily go without alcohol, but I don't know, I suppose. In the clubbing sense, the alcohol was certainly handy because I'm, of course, a little bit, what's the word? Weird, antisocial, So yes, the alcohol was helpful in that case, but just in general, I think I could have gone without it, but, you know, here we are. Anyways, guys, I'm rambling at this point. With all that said, thank you for watching the 8-week challenge diary this week. Week 3, baby. We got it done. So, moving into week 4, I am going to try my hardest to stick to the diet now. No more cheat meals, no more bad shit, and I'm going to hit the gym at least 4 times, maybe 5. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody, and thank you for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you all next week when we do it a little bit differently, because I'll be talking about Sunday instead of Saturday, because we already talked about Saturday. Whatever. Alright then, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!